This one's from Lee Pearce, who wants to know who's been the hardest player you've had to manage. Name names, Sam.
The hardest player to manage? Jibril Diawara was the most hardest player I managed in the early days in the Premier League.
Why?
He was... he just lived his life the wrong way, and we were forever catching him out in Manchester, like him in the wrong times, like I mean, and finally got caught trying to change his tyre, having consumed too much alcohol about 2 o'clock in the morning on a Friday morning, which was, you know, too close to a game to say the least. And I think the other one would have been Mario Jardel, who had a fabulous record as a footballer, Brazilian, and again, he had a fantastic goal record and goals we were short of. And I think Mario, when he came to us, thought that partying was still the order of the day again, so we couldn't keep him fit enough to unfortunately play in the Premier League at that time. Andy
Mason asks, did Big Sam really find his players for shooting outside the area and missing the target?
No, not really, but I mean, I used to talk about it, but it was really born out of the facts that when we did shots outside the box and how many goals were scored, it was a huge amount in excess of putting a cross into the box in terms of the averages, you know what I mean? So, you know, if there was a pass to go into feet into the striker or wide to a wide player, I promoted that rather than the shot from outside the box. Not that you don't want to cut it out completely, because we get some spectacular goals like that, but you know, shoot from outside the box if there's nothing better on, and that was what I used to try and promote, and it was just a little bit of gamesmanship by me.
Jamie Gravett asks, in your opinion, who's the next big talent in football?
Phil Jones.
Yeah?
Massive talent. And
what's his best position?
Well, he wants to play centre-half, Phil, I think, but I watched him against Villa in midfield, which he did a pretty good job, and I've seen him for Man United at right back as well. So I actually, you know, always thought he would be a central defender, but he has a huge amount of talent in possession of the ball. That I think perhaps today maybe right back position by the fact really good defender, but also got a huge amount of talent going forward, and I think central defender would limit that attacking side that he's got to his game, and right back might be the best of Phil Jones in terms of what he can do in possession and what he can do out of it.
Future England captain, maybe?
Well, it's a little early yet, but maybe, like, I mean, you know, you're talking about, when I talk about the psychological side, you know, with Phil, when I'm at Blackburn, you know, there was never, even at 17, there was never really a problem. In 18, when he, you know, I mean, his debut against Didier Drogba, won man of the match, and, you know, never looked out of place.
Graham Harrison wants to know, Sam, what's your favourite bubble gum? He likes Bazooka Joe and Hubba Bubba, because you like a tune.
Mine's Wrigley's Spearmint.
Is it?
It's Wrigley's Spearmint gum. Mine. I've tried the other flavours, but no, Wrigley's Spearmint, and it depends on the state of the game. It's anything between 2 packets and 4. My wife tells me off because sometimes I get stuck on the bottom of my shoe when I get back. So.
It's disgrace. You just chuck it everywhere. You don't care, do you?
Where else can I put it?
This one's from Adam O'Sullivan, who's obviously done his research. He says, ask Sam about going door to door collecting funds for Limerick FC.
Yeah, he has done.
Which was your first job as a manager?
Yeah, that was Father Joe Young. He was the chairman of Limerick FC at the time, back in 1990, and the directors of the club actually ran out of money, and Joe said, look, come on, I'll make a few phone calls and we'll have a little drive around. And it's amazing the power of the collar in Southern Ireland, and we did collect about £800. It wasn't huge amounts of money, but that paid the wages for that weekend for the players, so we could continue to play because we won the league that year.
Sean Whiten wants to know, why did you get rid of the tash?
It's too much grey in it. I think that was about, and it started reducing it. You know what I mean? From the big one to the Clark Gable, and then in the end, my wife said, just get rid of it and let's have a look, see what you look like. And she said, look, you're looking far too old with that tash to be with me, so get rid of it. So that was it.
She's in charge, isn't she?
She is.
That concludes Ask the Boss. Thank you very much for taking part. Did you enjoy it?
I did, yeah. It was all right.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Better questions than I get in the press conference.
It's not hard, is it? Which was your favourite?
I think that the lad who did the research one, and You know, I'd forgotten that sort of thing.
The Limerick
one, yeah. The Limerick question. Thought it was a brilliant one.
Adam O'Sullivan, well done. You are winning a signed West Ham shirt courtesy of Sam Allardyce. Thanks again, Sam.
Cheers.